I do want a girlfriend, but we don't need to be joined at the hips. But I do want a friend who is a girl. I want a connection that fits. I don't want to live with someone, but want to know that someone is there. I don't want to judge, just someone who treats me fair. Putting myself out there for the world to judge, and so far reject, reduced to 5 pictures, a wee short blurb like a second-hand used eBay object. But I don't want to report every detail of my life. I want someone who trusts enough to equally share. And I never want to feel smothered, but I'd like it if someone would care. I know what I don't want, but not if what I want can ever be found. The big shop's open and I am shopping around. Putting myself out there for the world to judge, and so far reject, reduced to 5 pictures, a wee short blurb like a second-hand unwanted eBay object, eBay object. So I'm swiping left and right on apps full of potential matches, hoping I don't get my fingers burned. Hoping the universe might somehow provide a connection. It so far has managed to hide a person of integrity, strong moral code, someone who will bother to show up and back for my side. Putting myself out there for the world to judge, and so far reject, reduced to 5 pictures, a wee short blurb like a second-hand returned eBay object. Talking honestly and no fear about speaking your mind, with no censorship, just because you feel you have to be kind. To feel free to call it as you see it without fear and overreaction. To feel safe, to trust in my reactions. Putting myself out there for the world to judge, and so far reject, reduced to 5 pictures, a wee short blurb like a second-hand returned eBay object. Straight talking honestly and no fear about speaking your mind, with no censorship, just because you feel have to be kind. To feel free to call it as you see it without fear of an overreaction. To feel safe, to trust in my reactions. Putting myself out there for the world to judge, and so far reject, reduced to 5 pictures, a wee short blurb like a second-hand used unwanted returned, empty and probably broken eBay object.